Congresswoman Quimbo, no, in all honesty, obviously we all recognize it's a dilemma. There's a lot of things to balance now. On the one attempt to balance now, President Duterte refusing to do away with excise taxes on fuel, saying instead subsidy na lang. And then on top of that, meron ding subsidy sa fuel subsidy sa mga jeepney drivers. I guess bottom line, notwithstanding the details, are we headed in the right direction here, policy-wise?
Okay, let's start with the 200 peso subsidy. Per month, okay, per day, so it's 200 per month. So that means if you divide that by 30 days,
6.6.
and you divide that by 5, because there are 5
It's
members
1.3.
in a family, that's 1.33 per person per day, which is you can't even buy a candy, because a candy now is 1 peso and 75 cents. So the amount is clearly not meaningful.
No, but Congressman,
and at the same time, let me just say that there's a cost on the part of government to implement that
transfer.
That transfer, and at the same time, there's a cost on the part of the beneficiary.
That's
So,
right.
mamamasahe ako, iiwanan ko yung anak ko, ipagbibilin ko anak ko, may magsasaing for me. May cost on the part of the beneficiary. And ang makukuha niya is 200 pesos per month. So, and the total amount that's going to be spent is 33 billion. So in my head, the question to ask is there a better way to spend 33 billion pesos and be more meaningful than 1.33 per person per day? So that's the question to ask, right? Okay. And if you ask me, narinig natin si Secretary Dominguez, ang sabi niya, 105 billion ang mapoforgo if you suspend excise taxes.
Yes.
33 billion is about a third of that. So in short, that's 4 months worth of suspending excise tax collections. So in my head, you're better off suspending excise taxes for 4 months rather than give out 1.33 per person per day. So,
and then,
you're saying
they're also saying that the war
you're willing,
and soon, no?
Yes. If you're willing to spend, if you're willing to spend 33 billion, you're also willing to forgo 33 billion. So I'd rather forgo 33 billion in excise tax collections because that's about 4 months. By then, hopefully, tapos na ang gera. So mag-stabilize ang supply by then. So ganun lang yung, that's why it's hard. Hindi ko kayang sagutin lahat ng tanong nyo, particularly bakit may ganong policy.
But it certainly makes sense. But just to bring it back to my question, are we headed in the right direction? You're basically saying, no, it's the wrong direction.
Okay, let me qualify. Yung fuel subsidy, in fairness, in theory, it's a good intervention. Okay, in theory. But it has to be immediate. Kaya mong ibigay yung subsidy mo immediately. Ibig sabihin, naka-digital tayong lahat. Naka-GCash tayong lahat. Sa isang pindot, mabibigay mo lahat ng subsidy. So immediate. Number 2, it has to be sufficient. Ngayon pa lang, 133 per person per day. No one will argue against me if I say it's insufficient, right? So the third test for me is it should not cause inflation. So yung fuel subsidy, as designed, is arguably passes the third test. But clearly, yung immediate at sufficient, bagsak. So I cannot disagree more with the policy. I would rather push yung proposal of the House, which is a suspension of excise tax collections on selected petroleum products. So it's diesel, LPG, kerosene. Ang sabi namin, you zero that out. Let's not collect taxes from those because these are the products that are commonly used by lower income households. And at the same time, for gasoline products, we reduce the tax rate from 10 pesos to 4.35 for 91 RON and below, and 7 pesos to above 91 RON. So kahit paano, hindi natin tinatanggal ang tax on gasoline products, so meron pa rin makukolekta ang DOF. So hindi 105 ang mawawala. Kasi meron ka pa rin makokolekt. And at the same time, let me just add, meron silang windfall gain doon sa value-added tax collections.
Yeah.
Because yung VAT is based
On
on
the value.
the price of oil.
Product.
So, and revenue projections by DOF were based on the assumption that oil would be $70 per barrel. Right now, it's 120. And sabi nila, aakyat to 135 to 140. So yung difference between $70 and what it is today, times the VAT rate, that's a windfall. Tumubo ang gobyerno na walang ginagawa.
Yes,
So, iawas mo pa yan dun sa 105. Kaya yung
Tama.
33 na ipo-forgo mo from excise tax collections, dapat kaya.
Kanina
At
nga,
again, in
kanina
theory,
may nakausap kami mga
on
jeepney
paper,
driver,
maganda.
sinabi,
Diba?
hindi ko na aasahan yan because in the last round, wala rin naman ako nakuha.
Yun ang problema. So on paper, maganda po siya. Kung mapapasatupad mo immediately at sapat ang ibibigay mo na subsidiya. Kaya lang, bagsak ka on those two counts. That's why, ito yung discussion namin sa Ways and Means Kasi alam namin, maganda sana fuel subsidy. Kaya lang, real politics considered, huwag na tayo dyan. Dito tayo sa suspension at hanapin natin ang mix of suspension na katanggap-tanggap naman sa DOF. Considering that, may windfall sila sa VAT tax collections. So yun ang suma total ng aming discussion. Ito na, parang napag-isipan na namin all things considered, ito na. Dito tayo sa suspension of excise tax on selected petroleum products in a progressive way.